Thank you from our hearts and souls for being here.
Yeah.
Monique Chiard and I are very honored to be leading this introduction to Tapping the Source Summit this evening for Master Sha Now Center in Vancouver. And it's interesting, there are three of us on the top line here, and we have Sarah Baker here, one of our master teachers at the Master Sha Now Center in Vancouver as well. And we're so honored to be here to support this this introduction tonight. And both Monique and I are Tao Science Messengers. And so for a number of reasons, we are extremely excited about this event. And I'm going to just start the PowerPoint presentation here. Introduction to Tapping the Source. So I'm so excited. It's been 28 years since I first met Master Sha. And I can say beyond a doubt that 28 years ago, when I first met him, my life changed. I was in the university already in graduate studies. And with my experience of having the instant boost of vitality after taking the Qigong course with him for a week, and no doubt he was directing Qi into my lower dantian during each of the sessions we were together, my life changed. Not only my physical life, but my consciousness was increased. All of a sudden, I realized there's much more to health. There's much more to medicine than what we know in the West, and that was known in the Western textbooks and what I was learning in the university. So it opened up my consciousness to a new awareness, to a higher level awareness. It also opened my spiritual channels, which actually helped me to help one of my friends who had been going into diabetic comas, and I would get messages that she needed help. I would receive a message, she needed help, and I would be able to call and get help to her. So many things changed for me since meeting Master Sha. But I always had in my heart and mind that it would be really, really important to try to bridge the gap between science and spirituality, between what was happening in Western medicine and what was possible through quantum healing, which we're going to hear so much about during this summit. It's so exciting. It all started 28 years ago, and I started learning about holograms and studying biophysics on the side, because it's not something I was learning in the university in my graduate studies. But so it's all coming together. And so this Tapping the Source Summit is like, it's just everything is coming together. It's coming together for at the perfect time, because we all know that Mother Earth is in its period of transformation, and what we need right now is a new paradigm, a new level of understanding, a higher level of consciousness. So for this and many other reasons, I am so excited about Tapping the Source Summit. So Monique is also excited. Go ahead and share with us what you are excited and why you are excited.
Yes, I'm so excited about this summit because it has also transformed my life to study how to tap into a certain field. And years ago, even before I met Master Sha, I actually read the books of Deepak Chopra, and he's one of the guests in the summit. I actually did a presentation in one of my courses at university about what he was teaching and the connection, between who we really are and the true self, the higher self. I was fascinated, and I didn't know at the time that I would be integrating in my counseling practice. I would be integrating some of those practices, some of those teachings. And today, being a Tao science messenger, I incorporate more and more the language, the practices, and the teachings that all these humanitarian, Deepak Chopra, Irvin Laszlo, Dr. Rulin, Master Shah, they talk about the field, and Master Shah keep insisting about being in the field. And that's what excites me so much, that all the great thinker, philosophers, scientists are joining together, and that's exciting because then we can reach a tipping point. We can reach a mass consciousness that can, together, we can start transforming our family, ourselves, our family, our community, and we can spread the knowledge and the consciousness. That's why I'm so excited about this summit, because so many people can learn about the importance of tapping the source. Thank you, Cynthia.
Those of us, welcome Doris, welcome Nori, welcome Melissa. Thank you for joining. Those of us who are in the introduction right now. Let me just share the screen again. And this is something that we learned very well. Was what is the mission of the organization, and it's shared on the new website in black and white. Master Shah has stated that the purpose of life is to serve. Our mission is to serve humanity, to help people live healthier and happier lives. We also aim to awaken and transform the consciousness of humanity and all souls, to enlighten them in order to create love, peace, and harmony for humanity and Mother Earth. And that's what we need right now. We need love, peace, and harmony for humanity and Mother Earth. There are 3 empowerments: universal service, self-healing, and soul power, the most powerful power of all. Just close your eyes now. I'm going to read you this empowerment. And it's unfortunate, it cuts off some of Master Shah's face here. So close your eyes, and I'm just going to read it to you. Take it deep into your heart. I have the soul power to transform my consciousness in every aspect of my life and enlighten my soul, heart, mind, and body. You have the soul power to transform your consciousness in every aspect of your life and enlighten your soul, heart, mind, and body. Together, we have the soul power to transform all consciousness and every aspect of life and enlighten humanity and all souls. Take that in. How do you feel in your heart? This is the direction Master Shah is taking us all. And this is the Tapping the Source Summit. So let's move on to our presenters for the summit. So exciting. I will share the screen again.
Yes. Wow, Dr. Master Jigang Shah. Most of us here, we know about Dr. Master Jigang Shah. Is a Tao Grandmaster, world-renowned healer, international spiritual teacher, and 11-time New York Times best-selling author. He's a grandmaster of several ancient Eastern arts, including Qigong. And that's when I met Master Shah 29 years ago, when I was very pregnant with my second son. He was teaching Tai Chi at Stanley Park. And I had heard words of mouth, and I got there. He was not Master Shah at the time. He was a Qigong teacher. And of course, it hasn't been 29 years since I've studied with him, because I gave birth, my life got busy, and it's only much later that I reconnected with Master Shah. But I know his teaching because there was a big crowd at Stanley Park at that time studying Qigong. So he's a grandmaster of Qigong, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, and more. And he holds a medical degree in Western medicine from China. And he's the sole 373rd lineage holder of Feng Shui. And he's been initiated into an ancient Taoist tradition that has been kept alive for more than 5,000 years. So what Master Sha is teaching us and what he will be talking about in the summit is a combination of ancient teachings and what he has learned throughout his life. And so it's really absolutely amazing that he's integrating ancient teachings with present conscious knowledge. And his mission is to serve humanity with this wisdom, combining the essence of modern Western medicine with ancient Taoist teachings to help people be happier and healthier. And then later in his life, he met uh, Professor Lu, and with the learning of Tao calligraphy, he received the highest honors as a Chinese calligrapher, the highest honors a Chinese calligrapher can receive. And he's been appointed to the position of National Chinese Calligrapher Master. He's the recipient of the Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Award through promoting world peace. And he's the founder of a nonprofit organization called Love, Peace, Harmony. And during the summit, all the money from all ticket proceeds will be donated to 3 charities, and that's one of them, the Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation. So let us get ready to learn directly from Dr. Master Shah this weekend. I hope you're all registered. It's tomorrow, live. And so I know, Cynthia, you have a little video to show about, actually I do. I have a little video to show you about Master Shah. Here we go.
Mr. Shah, can you give us a preview of what we will learn and experience with you in the Tapping the Source Summit on July 16th?
In the summit, I will share what is Tao, what is a vacuum. Tao is ancient wisdom, vacuum is a scientific term. What is Tao calligraphy, what is Tao sound, what is Tao quantum healing. See, behind me is a calligraphy, healing art, transformative art. Letting me and with the Tao sound, I do a little bit time here. Relax.
Make a request.
Tao calligraphy, Tao sound. Yo ya, yo ya, yo ya. Welcome you to this event. Thank you.
Here we go.
These social media clips are very short, which makes it easy, especially for the people with a short attention span, to receive the frequency, vibration, the wisdom. It helps us also to be short on words when we speak on social media, to speak only the necessary words. And Master Shah has been guiding us for many years to do this. So maybe you can share the link in the chat box with everyone. If you have not yet done so, click on it and like and comment and share this video to help others to join the summit as well. So next, I'm going to share screen again. We have 4 speakers for this event. Is Dr. Irvin Laszlo. And so believe it or not, Dr. Irvin Laszlo is 90 years old and he is still active, and he's going to be our speaker, one of the 4 speakers this weekend. He is an award-winning philosopher and systems scientist. I studied a little bit of systems when I was in graduate school. You know, our bodies work in very intricate ways, and when everything's working well and in harmony, the systems are the communication between the systems is just amazing. Well, Dr. Irvin Laszlo is a systems scientist extraordinaire, and he has been twice nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize and published more than 101 books. Wow, and 400 articles and research papers. This is why we all have to live long and healthy, everyone, so we can be as productive and serve as much. Dr. Laszlo is the founder and president of the prestigious Laszlo Institute of New Paradigm Research, and this is one of the registered nonprofits and one of the 3 charities that ticket proceeds are going to be donated to. So he has other accolades as well. 100 most in the 100 most spiritually influential living people in the world. The 28th on the list of top 100 in the world's inspiring people's list. Yeah, so you can watch the discussion of the Akashic field. Oh, it's so exciting. I'm just going to stop sharing here now because Monique has queued up and we're working in harmony here tonight. She's queued up a part of a longer video that was shared with everyone with the bio on Dr. Irvin Laszlo.
Yes, and what is so fascinating is that all 4 humanitarians, scientists, and spiritual leaders all talk the same language, which is so fascinating. What you will hear in this clip from Dr. Irvin Laszlo is how he understands and explains the unified field, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to share.
What happens is part of a scheme, of a coherence that is given at the deepest level in this sub-quantum field, the Akashic field, also known as the United Quantum Field. Also, various names have been given to it as a unified, grand unified field, has been also been called. It's what underlies the phenomena. When we go deep down beyond the phenomena, we find a field, and that field has its own logic. And that's the mother, that's the womb from which we are stemming. And that's what we have to reconnect. By finding a higher self, we're finding our way back to who we are and how this world could be built in such a way that it's not breaking down in conflict, but is joining together to build a better world where people can exist, where people can strive, when all things can become what they were meant to become in this universe. The potentials are there. It's up to us to seize the opportunity and get to realize these potentials.
You know, I would like to hear some feedback. Do you truly believe that in this lifetime you can reach your highest potential? This is what's so exciting. And the more I include the wisdom and the practices and the connecting with the higher self, the true self in my practice with clients, the more they start striving and transforming. And the more I use this with everyone, my family, myself. So please write in the chat. Are you excited about what Irvin Laszlo and Master Sha and all the guests are presenting to us? So what I would like to do now is to go to the next slide. Over the years, as a philosopher, as a spiritual being and leader, Deepak Chopra is also a doctor. He's an MD and a world-renowned pioneer in integrative medicine and personal transformation. And he's the author of over 90 books translated into 43 languages, including numerous New York Times bestsellers. Time magazine has described Dr. Chopra as one of the top 100 heroes and icons of the century. He's also the founder of the Chopra Foundation, a registered nonprofit dedicated to improving health and well-being, cultivating spiritual knowledge, expanding consciousness, and promoting world peace to all members of the human family. And the Chopra Foundation is one of the 3 charities that all ticket proceeds will be donated to. So what I put on this slide, and we will put in the chat, is one of the most fascinating 3-minute meditation, how to tap into, let's say with Dr. Chopra, how to tap in that quantum field, how to tap into the emptiness. And I do this meditation with my clients. And when they come out of this, because some of my clients are not students of Master Sha, and they might not be ready to be introduced to that level of wisdom. So I start with, you know, philosophers and spiritual beings that are, you know, commonly known, like Deepak Chopra is known. Some people don't know about Master Sha. They might not be ready to tap into the wisdom of Master Sha. So I do this 3-minute meditation, and I invite you to take that link. Yeah, the link of the 3-minute meditation that Cynthia just posted. It's fascinating. 3 minutes. And I use this with people with high trauma, people that have experienced so much trauma that they identify with their trauma, when in fact, the whole point of tapping in the field is to release the attachment to a story of pain, to release the attachment or the negative entanglement that Tao science speaks about. Negative entanglement, to free, to detach from that entanglement through spiritual practices. So I'm really excited that, again, we have so many fantastic speakers tomorrow. Tomorrow! Make sure you register. Now I have Cynthia talk about the fourth guest, which is Dr. Hulin Shu. Thank you, Cynthia.
I would just, when you were speaking about how you have your clients do this meditation of Deepak Chopra, it just reminded me of how fortunate clinicians are that integrate Master Sha's wisdom, knowledge, practical techniques, and special services into their practice. And even your field, the field you carry from all of the treasures that you have received, Monique. Your clients are very, very fortunate. They are not just receiving a meditation, they are receiving the field and the connection that you carry as well. It's extraordinary. Thank you, Master Sha. Okay, so let me just share the screen and we're going to bring up the next special guest speaker, who is our very own Dr. Rulin Shu. And this is an amazing story. She is a Berkeley graduate, a quantum physicist, and she's a string theorist. She is she's a co-founder with Dr. and Master Sha of Tao Science, and the international best-selling co-author of the Soul Mind Body Science System Grand Unification Theory with Master Sha. And she holds a track record of exceptional results on the study of life and medicine, including breakthrough research on the Grand Unification Theory. You should go to the Tao Science site and see the number of publications that she's written and had published in peer-reviewed magazines and associated with physics. As a respected theoretical quantum physicist, Dr. Rulin Shu works alongside healthcare professionals, universities, and research centers to share the practical application of her work. So, for instance, she offered a course which gained some CEUs, and Monique, you were actually in that course, correct? Some continuing education credits, and it was mostly acupuncturists that took the course. So she's helping the clinicians to integrate into their practice and for the benefit of their clients, the wisdom, knowledge, practical techniques of Dr. and Master Sha. And she's dedicated to helping heal and awaken people to their higher potential and deeper meaning of human life. And there is a oneness meditation. Monique is going to introduce it, and we're all going to do this oneness meditation together. Thank you.
I invite you to close your eyes and follow this beautiful meditation guided with Rulin Shu herself.
And feel this oneness give us the ability to help each other, the ability to make others happier and healthier, and also the ability to receive other people's love and help. So in this oneness, everything can be done. We have amazing powers to impact, to influence, to help, to serve. There's unlimited love can be shared, even sickness, depressions, anxieties, stress. When you truly feel this connection with each other, you feel this deep peace and love. So feel this connection with each other deeply. So this connection we have each other with everything on Mother Earth, and with Mother Earth, feel the Mother Earth is nourishing you. You feel your feet is connecting with Mother Earth. At this moment, feel Mother Earth's love. Mother Earth are one with us. And we are part of Mother Earth. And we are one with Mother Earth. We are one with each other. We are one with everything on the Mother Earth. So now feel our connection even go beyond, this vibrational field is even go beyond Mother Earth. Go to all the planets on the solar system and go all the way to the sun. Feel, our vibrational field extends over the whole solar system. Feel the sun's vibrational field, sun's love. And we are one with the sun and with the whole solar system. But the connection is even go much further to the whole Milky Way with billions of stars in the Milky Way. So connecting with all the stars, the whole Milky Way spiraling. Feel the intensive galactic light of the Milky Way. And that we are one with the whole Milky Way. And this connection even go much deeper, higher. There's billions of galaxies our vibrational field are connected to. So feel these billions of galaxies. They are also part of our vibrational field. We are part of this whole vibrational field, this universal vibrational field. So feel how brilliant you are with billions of galaxies in your vibrational field. And you are one with this whole universe. But your brilliance even extends much over. There's billions of universes. And the universe is still and each of them is still expanding. And you are one with all of them. So that is what is inside your vibrational field, this oneness vibration field. That is who you really are, this oneness vibrational field. So in this oneness vibrational field, you are affecting billions of universes. That is how important your thoughts and your speaking is, and what you're doing is. That is how much you're loved and supported and protected. But your power and your connection, your oneness, even much beyond this.
How?
There is a
Stay in that condition and stay with the statements that she guided us. I am loved, supported, and protected by the source. I am loved, supported, and protected. And that is the power of tapping the source. So thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, everyone, for doing this meditation. Thank you. To you now, Cynthia.
Thank you. And so we invite you to post in the chat box any experience you had during that meditation guided by Dr. Rulin Shu. Any experience you've had so far up until now. If you'd like to share what your experience was, you can either post in the chat or just put up your hand and unmute and share. We're a family here. We invite you to share what you experience. What are you feeling now? Let me just check the chat box. Maybe you're still in the Hundun, out in the galaxies.
I could share my third eye if you would.
That would
like
be
me to do
wonderful.
that.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you to Dr. Rulin Shu, whose years of search for the answers for the unified field have come through Master Sha's incredible teachings. And what I saw was that what I felt was that connection with all that is, with all the galaxies. And I saw that we are seen by other beings in the stars, the planets, the galaxies as other lights. When they look in the sky, they see us the way that we see them. We are all stars in each other's galaxies, shining with the light of the Tao. So I didn't see that we were separate from that universe. And we're very much a part of the galaxies, the stars, the galaxies, the universes. We are the stars, the galaxies, and the universes. And that's what I was seeing and what I was experiencing during that very short time with Dr. Rulin Shu. So thank you for allowing me to share.
Beautiful.
And Maureen?
Maureen has in the chat box here, went quickly into the field, much bright light, wanted to stay in the field and not come back. Okay, that's what
Come back.
happened. Wonderful. You're into the oneness. Yes, that explains why everyone's so quiet now. Yes, you see, this is what's going to happen on tapping the source. We've been well informed that it's not just going to be a discussion, and it's also going to be practice and experience. And the very short clip of Master Sha demonstrated that. Even in that short clip, he spoke and he offered a blessing with his Tao song. So you can be sure that there's going to be very, very high level blessings at this tapping the source. Okay, and who put your hand up? Who's already registered? Okay, and some people don't have their cameras open. You can still put your hand up though. Lydia is registered, wonderful. Okay, yes, and you can also register for loved ones. And as Master Sha has shared with us in many of the intros, there's going to be very high level blessings at this summit. So I'm going to next move into some of the Tao science slides that Dr. Rulin has shared with us. And in fact, who was actually with Master Sha actually was on a call this morning at 8:30 Pacific time. Who was on that call? Okay, yes, he shared that this is beyond third dimensional Tao science that he's going to be sharing with us at the summit. This is Tao ultimate science, and we will hear more about that at Tapping the Source. Robert says, I find myself in a state of wonder and where I am at this time of Mother Earth's history. Yes, okay, so I'm just going to share this screen again and bring up the PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to move on to the Tao science slides. If it will move forward for me. There we go, Tao science. There, that's where we were just recently in the oneness meditation. We were part of the galaxies and universes. And there's actually been a study that we are made, our physical bodies even are made of the star's dust. So what is everything made of? Well, on the quantum level, everything is a vibrational field extending over space-time. So this is why we can do a oneness meditation. We can actually extend our field. Our fields can actually be measured by conventional electromagnetic devices like electrocardiograms and even magnetoencephalograms. They can be measured, but our quantum field extends beyond what the electromagnetic devices can measure. And our vibrational field determines every aspect of our life. And to have a good life, we need to have good vibes. So most people have heard this word vibes before and have even experienced it. If someone walks into the room, you can often feel their vibes, and you can make a judgment about whether you find their vibes positive or whether you find them negative. Everything is made of information, energy, and matter. In our vibrational field, we have all three. And matter is, of course, what we're mostly familiar with in our third dimensional reality. What our eyes see, what our ears hear, what we feel, what we taste, what we touch, what we smell. everything in our third dimensional reality that is in ordinary, our ordinary senses can sense. Beyond what our ordinary senses can sense, and then some people are sensitive, they can actually feel the energy as well. But we all know that we need energy. We need energy to run, to jump. Our devices need energy. This computer, if it was not plugged in, would not run very long on the battery power. Our car wouldn't run very well once we ran out of the gas, and everything needs energy in order to make the matter move. Information, even on a conventional level, we know that information is important. It gives the shape and form to things. So the blueprint of the house determines the shape and function of the house. And the data in our bank account determines how much money we can withdraw from the bank. Computers use the zeros and ones, the yeses and no, to answer questions. And this is what makes the computer work at the very basic level. And so information is what informs. To inform is to answer a question. So our fields can contain this information. And it is, as Master Sha used the word for many years, soul is the boss. And in Tao science, the word for soul is information. Another word is spirit. Soul is the boss, information is the boss, and it's the root cause. And with Tao science, and this is part of what Tapping the Summit is as well, is it's finding a common language. Many words that are used from the spiritual side are not words that are well accepted necessarily by the scientific side, and vice versa. If we can find a common language and we can release the mindsets, attitudes, and beliefs we have about one another, this can help us to bridge science and spirituality. And so using the word information instead of soul can help. So soul is the boss, information is the boss, and it determines energy and matter, and it can change. When we transform our information, it can change every aspect of our life. And so when we talk about healing modalities, when Western medicine mostly treats illness on the matter level, so this can be very extremely important. In fact, in emergency situations, in an emergency situation, you go to the emergency room to have, we've had people, I've had emergencies. I've had to go to the emergency department to have my life saved. So Western medicine can be very important for emergency situations. Other conditions, it can not be quite as useful. Energetic healing, such as Chinese medicine, heals on the energy level. So we are all familiar with acupuncture. Quantum information field technology. So these 4 words are all words that are going to be used at tapping the source. Quantum information field technology. So these Tao calligraphy and Tao song are a quantum information field technology. People may not be familiar with Tao calligraphy and Tao song, but they may find it easier to understand quantum information field technology. It heals on the information and quantum field level. So it treats the root cause, and it can address all issues and challenges, because as Master Sha teaches, the root cause of success and failure in all aspects of life is karma, good and bad, information, positive and negative. So the existence of an unlimited source. we get a glimpse of this when we started to find out what was in the nucleus of an atom and what happens when the nucleus of an atom, when the energy is released from it. And of course, Einstein, the famous equation, E is equal to M, E energy is equal to M matter times the speed of light squared. So you can tell how much matter, how much energy is stored in matter. Quantum physics reveals that the vacuum, the emptiness, contains infinite potential information, energy, and matter. So beyond what we even understand from E equals mc squared, the vacuum contains infinite potential information, energy, and matter. Has no shape, no form, no space, and no time. And when you calculate the wave function, and Dr. Rulin Shu can calculate a wave function of the vacuum in quantum physics, you will find that the vacuum emptiness has an infinite vibrational field with unlimited information, energy, and matter. Everything comes from the emptiness. Emptiness is within and without everyone and everything. Even if you think about a nucleus of a hydrogen atom, and if you think about the nucleus as being the size of a basketball, the electron would be found at 2 miles or 3.2 kilometers away from the basketball, the nucleus. And what's in between? The emptiness, the field. So everything within and without everyone is emptiness. It connected to everyone and everything. And positive information is connection. And this is what Tao science has brought to us. Positive information is connection, order, and harmony. And thus, emptiness has the most positive information, energy, and matter because it connects to everyone and everything. So the manifestation of unlimited source. So how do we tap into this source? Well, this is the whole point of the summit. How do we tap into this source? Everything is manifested from the source, but as Master Sha has taught us, we have clouds. Our field carries the information both positive and negative. The information influences the energy flow, energy gathers and moves the matter, and matter is the manifestation from the source. And so what we carry in our field is projected into our physical reality and is what we experience in our life. So whatever we're experiencing in our life, we know it's a projection, and we can tell whether it's positive or negative information. And the good news is that we can tap into this source to transform the negative information. So if we want to have that positive information for a healthy, long, successful life, we want to transform the sickness, difficulties, and disasters due to the negative information. And once again, positive information is connection, order, and harmony, and negative information is disconnection, disorder, and disharmony. So it's easy to tell when you're in the presence of negative and positive information in any aspect of your life. So what is healing? And at the deepest level, it's to change or transform the negative information to positive, restore the connections, and transform our vibrational field. So all these efforts to find a common language, to connect with others from other fields of study who are all aiming in the same direction, this is restoring the connections. And Dr. Rulin will probably share with you some of the restoration of connections with her colleagues from the quantum and string physics field, and how excited she is to bring Tao science into those circles. So connecting with the source for this is the next level of human evolution. So this is what's so exciting about Tapping the Source Summit. Tao calligraphy and Tao song. No doubt Master Sha is going to be he's going to be showering us with frequency and vibration, connecting us with the source through Tao calligraphy, through his Tao song, to receive the love, abundance, and healing from the source, the positive information from the source, to transform the blockages, so we can connect with the source vibrations and heal at the deepest level, every aspect of our life. And as Dr. Rulin likes to say, to fulfill our greatest dream and highest life purpose. And this is what Master Sha is leading us to as well. And this is the future of healing and humanity. So I'd like to invite Monique now, and we would like to offer you a blessing now. And we're both Tao Science messengers, and we have received the transmission as Tao Science messengers. So please make a request now. In some aspect of your life, none of us are ascended masters yet, so we all have something we want to transform in our life. Make a request. We're going to invoke our Tao Science messenger transmissions and offer a blessing. Blessings start. How. Thank you. Okay.
Please share with us. Did you have any aha moment? And do you want something you want to share? And what's your experience now after this hour of introduction to the summit, tapping in the source? Please share.
And if Sarah or Monique would like to share your third eye images during the blessing, or any image you received during the evening messages.
Yes, what I actually experienced during the presentation, and particularly with the meditation of Dr. Rulin Shu, is like the big Tao, the big source is in our abdomen. It's inside of us. There's the big Tao and the small Tao, and the one that's the small Tao is inside of us. And when we activate the field the way we did this evening, everyone's body is filled with so much light. And what Irvin Laszlo has called the Akashic field, we have a different understanding with Master Sha of the Akashic records, but he calls it the Akashic field. The Akashic field, the quantum field, the unified field, we are so connected in the most positive way. It's like we're all together. Like the body has no longer limitations. The limitation of our body are dissolving. And we're becoming this big field, this quantum body field. Quantum field body, it has no limit, no limitation with the skin. It's like, whew, so big. And we're all one. It's just absolutely phenomenal, the oneness. And we're together now. We're together before. We will be together after. There's no time. We are together. And what is so exciting is the more people joining, and the more people tomorrow It's like, wow, the lights are going to be shining on Mother Earth because the lights are shining now in your area, wherever you are, you're shining light. Thank you.
Beautiful. We have some shares in the chat here. Lydia says, oh, okay, they're coming very fast now. Let's go back. Lydia says, excited for tomorrow. It will be extraordinary. Melissa, the summit is an important event for Master Sha's mission. Nori, I greatly enjoyed this whole presentation. Grateful for the blessing. I could feel it happening in the area of my request. Thank you and love you. And Sarah, we are stardust. We are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. This is from Joni Mitchell. Yes, you know, this is the whole thing, oneness. Oneness, oneness, oneness. And the Tapping the Source Summit is about tapping the source, connecting to the source as one. So I'm grateful beyond measure for the opportunity to serve this evening and to share with you all my excitement. And I am so excited. I'm so excited for tomorrow as well. And I look forward to seeing all of you and being in the field with all of you tomorrow. If you have not yet registered, there's still time to do so. There's still time to invite other family and friends. Share the news far and wide. I had the opportunity this afternoon when I was speaking with two nurses at a meeting to share the news with them. And it's so interesting. I was sharing with them about, they were telling me about what their experience has been during the pandemic of, you know, as one of them was working at doing the tracing and helping people to stay safe during the that had been exposed to the virus. And they were saying, how do you do it? You know, how can you stay grounded? How can you stay calm? How can you, when people around you are really angry? And I said, join this event. You know, find out for yourself how it is that the meditators can sit in the middle of a busy intersection and still be in deep connection. And you can bring that energy back into your work. So reach out. You never know who is going to be ready to join in this Tapping the Source Summit. We call you from our hearts and souls to join. We thank you for joining us tonight. We love you from our hearts and souls.
Thank
Bye-bye for now.
you. Well, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Maureen and Phoebe Cat, Shara, Melissa, Lydia, Nori, Evelyn, and we lost a few. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow in the field.
Bye-bye.